I just finished reading Death is Hard Work by Khalid Khalifa. This is incredibly timely because it's by a Syrian author. It's a translated work of fiction from Arabic to English, and it's set against the backdrop of the Syrian civil war. The story follows the harrowing journey of three siblings, Bulbul, Hussein and Fatma, as they try to fulfill their father's dying wish of being buried in his hometown. And the journey is only supposed to take a couple of hours, but it stretches into 5 grueling days due to the war-torn landscape. Khalifa's writing is both poetic and haunting. He paints a very vivid picture of a devastated Syria full of checkpoints, danger, and the constant threat of violence. The siblings are not only having to try and travel through a ravaged country, but also trying to navigate their fractured relationships. This is quite a short book. It's only 180 pages, but it's a very harrowing and difficult read. I wouldn't say that it's a quick one, and it requires careful reading due to the fact that it's full of information and nuances. One of the most striking elements of this book for me was how it captured the absurdity and the horrors of war, and I found the use of the decomposing or rotting body of the father that's in this car so symbolic, because it seemed to me to symbolize the decay of not only their country but also the siblings' own lives. Khalifa definitely knows how to deftly write scenes that simultaneously turn your stomach but also has an element of humor in them. I found the presence of the corpse and the way he described the stench of it being unbearable as well very, very unsettling, but it sort of triggers and allows for the sibling angst to surface within the story. The ending is a little bit odd. It's basically unresolved, and I don't always love unresolved endings because I don't think all writers can do it very well, but Khalifa's writing really shines through the ambiguous ending. As this is translated from Arabic to English, I read the English translation this time. I usually do try to read the original Arabic texts because not all the time, but sometimes I find that translations don't work very well or don't properly capture the essence of the Arabic language, or things are lost in translation, especially humor. But I must say that I was very, very impressed with this translation. Death is Hard Work is not an easy read. Make sure that you are in the right place to dig into this story, because even though it's short, as I mentioned, it's very difficult, but I do think it's a very important one. If any of you have seen the horrific videos or news stories that's coming out of Syria, or you decide to pick up this book, I urge you, don't look away from the harsh realities that it presents.